Who's that?
Okay, everybody. Welcome to today's learning in Oral Tachuvah of Rav Kook, The Lights of Return. And we started yesterday, Parak Hay, and with a remarkable metaphor. Let's read the words of Rav Kook, and we'll explore the metaphor a little bit more. Rav Kook said the following, excuse me, Tachuvah hi hahargasha yoter bria shel hanefesh. Tshuva is the most healthy expression or feeling of the soul. See, the emphasis here is trying to get people to understand that people think of repentance as a kind of painful, very negative thing. Like, as a matter of fact, I think I once saw an etymology that the word repentance in English may be related to the word pain. You know, that I did a terrible thing, and like, right? Like, even though Slach lanu avinu ki chatanu, we say in the Amidah prayer, forgive us, God. People beat their chest, right? There's such a custom. So, beat yourself up, right? So if you say to a person, hey, I got this amazing mitzvah called tshuva, it's really fun. It's like tshuva wouldn't rank in that category. Rav Kook is trying to explain that that's not what tshuva is, or it's at least a very truncated understanding of the mitzvah of tshuva. Tshuva is the end all and be all of everything. Everything's tshuva. It's the underlying force in the world, as we discussed last week. And now Rav Kook is saying tshuva is the most happy feeling. It's the most positive feeling you could have. It's the most healthy expression of the soul. When a person has a healthy body and a healthy soul, that expresses itself through tshuva. And the soul feels the most natural delight, the greatest natural delight. When a person does tshuva, it's the greatest delight. Amazing feeling. Pleitat, and here's the image, the metaphor. Pleitata chomarim hamazikim poel pulata tova hamivra bagvia shehi shlema betchunata. When a person expels elements from the body physically that are damaging, so that is the highest level, a healthy level in terms of the bodily experience of wholeness. So just like in terms of the body, when it expels these substances which are not helpful and that they're harmful, that meaning go to the bathroom, right? Also sweating, I think, is also a form of that kind of thing where the body expels certain things. But in any case, going to the bathroom, that is the expulsion of substances which are damaging to the body or wasteful elements. So too on a spiritual level, that when one empties oneself of every aspect that is evil in one's personality, of every bad thought, of everything that distances us from the noble divine image, which is the foundation of all evil, that distance from God. It's the foundation of everything which is coarse and ugly. It must come when the organism is healthy in both a spiritual and a physical way. So tshuva is the functioning of a healthy body. So that's the amazing thing is tshuva, or a healthy soul, I should say. Tshuva is not the unhealthy state. Tshuva is the healthy state. So a person who is spiritually healthy, they're always doing tshuva. Just like a person, hopefully, is always going to the bathroom, right? So I just wanted to explore this image further, which is, I talked to my wife about this. She's been tuning in recently to our learning, and she at first didn't get exactly that the metaphor, the literal use of the metaphor. It's almost not a metaphor. Rav Kook saying these are parallel processes. On a material level, ridding oneself of negative things is going to the bathroom. On a spiritual level, it's the same thing, where it's tshuva. Okay. So, it's, I have to be honest with you. I never thought of this type of formulation or framing of tshuva in the sense of it's kind of a spiritual, getting rid of substances like going to the bathroom. So I just want to explore this a little bit further. Amazing aspects of this that Rav Aviner brings up. So he says the following, that there is when it comes to going to the bathroom, you know that there's a mitzvah to go to the bathroom? It's actually a mitzvah. And as a matter of fact, there's a prohibition on not going to the bathroom. The Shulchan Aruch says the following. It says Shulchan Aruch, HaMishaheh nikavav over mishum bal tishatzu. Shulchan Aruch says, the great 16th century code of Jewish law, that somebody holds back. He doesn't go to the bathroom. So they transgress the mitzvah of bal tishatzu. The Torah says, don't make your souls abominable. That's tishatzu, like a sheketz is an abomination, like a creepy crawly thing. So based upon our sages' interpretation of that verse, to make oneself abominable means to not use the restroom. Okay? And there's an amazing passage in the Gemara. The Gemara tells the following story. You don't have this text in front of you. It's the teacher's edition. So the Gemara Masechet Nedarim says the following, that there was once a Sadducee who came up to Rabbi Yehuda, one of the great sages, and said, you know something? Your face is radiant like the face of a moneylender or someone who raises pigs.
Whoa.
So Rashi there explains that those were two very lucrative professions, pig raising and being a banker, So by the way, when the Gemara there says Saduki, a Sadducee, it may mean, it's just a code word. A non-Jew, it means here. It's just a code word. Could have been like a Samaritan, or it could have been whatever, idolater, whatever it is. Going to this rabbi, wow, rabbi, man, your face is radiant. You shine. Like the face of a pig raiser or a moneylender. So the rabbi answered, something, among Jews, we can't do either of those things. We don't lend money on interest. Interest is forbidden, and we certainly don't raise pigs. But if you want to know why my face is shining, I'll tell you. Because I have 24 bathrooms. He was wealthy. I have 24 bathrooms that are between my house and the Beit Midrash. He had the study hall near his house, and I've positioned 24 bathrooms. And every hour I go to each of them, or one of them, I guess. Right? He visits them all. Okay. So that's why my face is radiant, because 24 bathrooms. I'm a happy camper. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't think the Gemara would say such a thing.
Water improves.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Then that's the Masechet Nedarim. Masechet Brachot, there's another Gemara. So there the Gemara is trying to interpret a difficult verse in Psalms and Tehillim. So the Pasuk says the following, Alzot yitpalel kol chasid elecha leit mitzo. This is what a chassid should daven before you, leit mitzo. It should be found at the right moment.
Bathroom.
What is leit mitzo? It should be found at the right moment. So different sages give their interpretations. And then one of the sages, Mar Zutra, says it refers to a bathroom. And anybody who's ever driven on the highway, right? Where is that rest stop? Where's the, that's whatever, you get to our age, you understand these things. Okay. So that's what Mar Zutra explains. It means leit mitzo. It's found at the right time. It means the bathroom. And then the Gemara says, Amrei b'marava. They say in Eretz Yisrael about his interpretation of that pasuk, because a lot of other rabbis interpret it different ways. They said, Had the Mar Zutra adifa mikulhu. The way you interpret that pasuk, it means there's a bathroom when you need one, That's the best explanation of that pasuk, more than the other rabbis. Now, what's amazing is that the Vilna Gaon, so he explains that Gemara. And he says that when it says, when Mar Zutra said that late Matzo, that whenever it needs to be found, is referring to a bathroom in Tehillim. So the Gra himself, the Vilna Gaon, says that that's also a metaphor for tshuva. So it wasn't just Rav Kook, right? As a matter of fact, Rav Kook was a big follower of the Vilna Gaon. Rav Kook had this like amazing kind of synthesis because he was also a chassid in a way. So he like blended all the things in him. As a matter of fact, Rav Hutner was a very famous rabbi in the 20th century in New York. Rav Hutner. He wrote the famous series Pachad Yitzchak. Rav Hutner said that he had been a student of Rav Kook, and he said that Rav Kook was emissary Gra Mensch. He was a true follower of the Vilna Gaon. This is about Rav Kook. So Rav Kook himself, so the Vilna Gaon had this idea of that the bathroom is a metaphor for doing tshuva. And here I'm going to read you the words of the Vilna Gaon. The Vilna Gaon said the following: Sarich lefanot libo b'chol yom kodem halimud v'acharav mipush hadeot v'amidot b'yardchet masim tovim. He says, just like when you go to the bathroom, you're expelling. So the Vilna Gaon says that every day before you learn Torah and after you learn Torah, that you have to expel from your mind polluted thoughts and to expel from your personality bad character traits. And you do that by having fear of sin and through good deeds. That's why it's called the bathroom, because it refers to the constant work on expelling from one's thoughts, bad thoughts, from one's character, bad character traits. And so Vilna Gaon says that's what it means in the Talmud when Mar Zutra said that the bathroom, that was the best explanation of the pasuk. Like Mar Zutra said, it means tshuva. Tshuva. Maybe it also means literally a bathroom. That's also important. Now takes it one step further. It's amazing what the Vilna Gaon says. How many bathrooms were there that Rabbi Yehuda said?
24. There
were 24. Okay, so it happens to be you know that based upon our sages' teachings, the Rambam codifies there are 24 main things that are hindrances to tshuva. 24. And so when Rabbi Yehuda said that there are 24 bathrooms, it's parallel to the 24 things which hinder tshuva, which the Rambam lists in Hilchot Tshuva, Perek Dalet. Also, it happens to be, what else is 24? Hours in a day. So that's also, and I hope you don't get up every hour at night have to go to the bathroom. Sometimes that happens too. But the idea is that you're always doing, just like 24 hours in a day, 24 bathrooms, right? 24 things that obstruct tshuva, right? 24 bathrooms, the idea of you're constantly doing tshuva, okay? And again, I sort of hard to talk about this in good company, but it's just a powerful thing. You know, they're actually, let's just be real for a second. The listening audience will forgive me for this, or maybe not forgive me. But, you know, going to the bathroom happens to be one of life's good feelings, right? It feels good. You feel good. Everything clears up. You feel a lot better. As a matter of fact, people say, I think there's an expression, he was relieving himself.
Right.
It's like a nice way of saying going to the bathroom. Relief, right? So the idea is when we do tshuva, it's not a negative thing. It's a feeling of, it's the high, because that's what Rav Kook said. It's the highest form of spiritual delight, is as being about tshuva. being about tshuva. Okay, so maybe we'll go just to start the next parak. We can go for a few more minutes. Okay, so now we're on subsection 2. So we are in chapter 5, subsection 2. Rav Kook does the following. Ever see where we are? So parak Dalet, parak Hey, and subsection Bet. It begins. Neged kol chelik shel kiur shemistalek mi nishmat adam al yedei haskamato pnimit shel or hatshuva mitgalim olamot mleim bevihirutam hayonah b'kerev nishmato. So amazing idea here too. He says that when a person does tshuva, that when a person expels all aspects of ugliness from their neshama by their inner determination to do tshuva, that complete worlds are revealed in their supernal brightness in the soul. When a person determines to change, to do tshuva, complete worlds are revealed to them. So let's talk about this for a second. So tshuva is not just getting rid of something negative, right? And as a matter of fact, Rav Kook said that these worlds are revealed to us even by haskamat hapnimit shel or hatshuva. Haskamat hapnimit means that a determination. The person didn't even do it. You know, it's not always easy to bring that determination to fruition. I want to stop biting my fingernails, right? So we don't always succeed in reaching the successful conclusion. But even the determination to stop biting one's fingernails, that itself causes what? Whole worlds are revealed to the soul. One sees things that never saw before. New vistas are opened up through tshuva. It's not just that you're getting rid of something negative and so you're restored to the status quo you were before they got the splinter in your soul. You took out the splinter. No. New vistas that you never saw are opened up through this determination to do tshuva. I just wanted to tie this in. There's our sages say that in the first day of creation, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu said that light should be created, so the sages say that that was a special light. It's a spiritual light that what? A person could see from one end of the world to the other. You could unlimited vistas. So that spiritual light, so God hid it away for tzaddikim. So that spiritual light, that's Rav Kook is referring to here. To be able to see from one end of the world to the other, vistas that are opened up, things you could never imagine being able to envision. All of a sudden, your vision, you didn't realize how you couldn't see. The whole world was cloudy. One life was cloudy. And then all of a sudden, you got good lenses through the determination to do tshuva. And you look out, worlds are revealed to you in all of their beautiful brightness. Okay, we'll pause with this note.